So, Priyanka, you are now headlining Citadel, first Indian actor to headline a global spy series. Okay? Yes. And here's the thing, okay? So this series, guys, costs $200 million, which Google tells me is upward of 1,600 crores. I can't even figure that one out.
मुझे तो maths नहीं आती. I can't convert between rupees and dollars.
खैर बहुत पैसे हैं, बहुत पैसे हैं.
It's above my pay grade.
But Priyanka, this is such a massive achievement. What do you want it to do for yourself, but also for other actors?
You know, it's my 10th year. 10th year, I think, 2013, that I actually started looking for work in Hollywood. And after 10 years, you're seeing me do a show like this. So it takes a lot of perseverance, especially for immigrant actors that try to come into Hollywood and create a space for themselves, whether that's Indian or from any other country. Because when I started working, especially when you think about South Asians, I mean, there were like 4 or 5 in the room and we all knew each other. And now, you know, the quest for all of us, and that could be Mindy, Aziz, me, Carl Penn, like, you know, few actors, was always to open the door and make more space for more like us. And when I started, when I got initial pushback in Hollywood, when I was, you know, looking for the kind of work that I was used to, and I'm not afraid of hard work. I made my show reel. I walked in to meet, you know, producers, filmmakers. I showed them the work that I had done in India. I'm not someone who walks around with the ego. I believe in hard work, and I think only your work can speak for itself. So I used to walk in, I took meetings, I did auditions, and I got smaller roles, and I made them bigger and bigger and bigger, and slowly it took time to be able to get to this place. So I think that now that I feel like I have, you know, my feet on solid ground. For the last 4 or 5 years, it really has been my quest to be able to create a lot more space for not just me, but people like me, actors, you know, writers, directors, women behind the camera, in front of the camera. I have a first look deal with Amazon Prime, in which I'm producing a lot of TV and film for them, and most of them are hyper-specific stories about South Asia and our diaspora. And I feel so proud to be able to actually work with a streamer that is so interested in India, Indian stories, and you know, and I signed this first look deal with them 4 years ago. It wasn't even now, but are so invested in telling specific, culturally specific stories, and I love to be able to be at the forefront of that. I'm working with incredible writers, new writers, like I did with Purple Pebble in India when I started making regional movies. I only worked with first-time producers, first-time directors, first-time writers, and that somehow gives me a lot of joy. I never had anyone who did that for me or opened up doors for me when I joined the industry, and I want to be the shoulders for other people to jump off of because I have got this privileged responsibility or an opportunity.
That's so wonderful. Thank you.
It's such a great place to be in, where I'm telling you that there's this one show that Purple Pebble was presenting, and they had been, you know, small movie, and they'd been knocking on all of these doors, and we got them in, and they're in at Prime now, actually, again, my home. But, you know, she gave me a hug, this film, and you guys will hear about it, so I don't want to talk about it right now, but she gave me a hug, and she said, you know, to be able to just know that I have someone I can call and say, hey, I'm from your part of the world, can you connect me to someone? Can you show me the way in a place where, you know, you don't know anybody? Like, I did not have that. So to be able to be that conduit for someone really gives me so much satisfaction.